just after 9/11, it was entirely about outside threats coming into the United States. And one of the great things that I'm very proud of, our Homeland Security apparatus, is that we made our borders really strong. This concept of pushing the borders out and taking the fight overseas made it really difficult for foreign terrorists to get into the United States. And then the internet, they started to be able to radicalize within the United States. So that phenomenon was called homegrown violent extremism. These were people that may or may not have had direct contact with Al-Qaeda or ISIS. They were often inspired by and went off and conducted attacks like San Bernardino, you might remember. When was that? 2015-ish. And that was an ISIS-inspired attack. So you didn't necessarily need to travel to Afghanistan and get training anymore. You could just learn it from the internet. Today, what we're more worried about is the domestic terrorism. Those are people that might be radicalized online. Increasingly, it is online, but their ideologies are not inspired by foreign terrorists. The U.S. is an exporter of these ideologies: white supremacy, anti-Semitism, anti-government sentiments. The U.S. has a pretty long history of having violent extremists in our midst, but we really, for a good 15 years after 9/11, we're just focused on the foreign terrorism problem. And it's only been recently that government folks started to realize, we have actually a bigger problem with domestic terrorist movements inside the United States. So the threat has morphed and changed over the last 20 years.